Hi everyone, welcome back to EHS and Food Compliance Guide. If you've landed here, you're probably someone who loves ISO standards just like I do, and you're serious about mastering them. Well, you're in the right place because today, we're diving deep into Clause 7.5 of ISO 14001:2015, Documented Information. Clause 7.5 might look simple, it's just 2 pages long, but it's one of the most critical foundations of your environmental management system, or EMS. Think of it like the nervous system of your ISO 14001. It keeps information flowing, ensures people have access to the right documents, and that records are reliable evidence of what you do. In ISO 14001, Clause 7.5 has 3 key parts. 7.5.1, General 7.5.2. Creating and updating. 7.5.3, Control of documented information. We'll go through each of these step by step with examples you can actually use in your organization. Clause 7.5.1 tells us what documented information your EMS must include. ISO 14001 says your EMS shall include A. Documented information required by this international standard, and B. Documented information determined by the organization as necessary for the effectiveness of the EMS. Sounds straightforward, right? But here's what that really means. Part A, you must keep whatever documentation ISO 14001 explicitly asks for: policies, objectives, scope, operational control procedures, internal audit results, etc. Part B, you also decide what else needs to be documented to make your system effective. Maybe work instructions, emergency response flowcharts, calibration logs, or inspection checklists. Then, the note in the clause reminds us that the extent of documentation differs between organizations. Why? The size and type of organization, the complexity of your processes, your compliance obligations, and the competence of your people. So, a small packaging plant won't need as much documentation as a multinational bottling company. Trainer tip: use this flexibility wisely. Document what's necessary for clarity, consistency, and compliance, not just for the sake of paperwork. Clause 7.5.2 is about how you create and update documents. When creating or updating documented information, the organization shall ensure appropriate A. Identification and description, B. Format and media, C. Review and approval for suitability and adequacy. Let's break that down. A. Identification and description. Each document should be uniquely identifiable: title, date, author, or reference number. Example: ENV Pro 02 Waste Management Procedure, Rev 3, 01 OCT 2025. B. Format and media. Documents can be in any format: paper, Excel, SharePoint, or specialized EHS software, as long as people can use them. Choose the language, software version, and layout that suit your team. C. Review and approval. Every document should be reviewed by a competent person before release to ensure it's suitable and adequate. This ensures your procedures make sense to others, not just the person who wrote them. Clause 7.5.3 is the heart of documented information. It's all about ensuring your documents and records are available, suitable, and protected. Here's what ISO 14001 expects. A. They're available and suitable for use where and when needed, so everyone can access the right version, whether on a tablet in the factory or a shared server. B. They're adequately protected from loss, unauthorized access, or improper changes. That's where access control, backups, and restricted folders come in. Activities to address, as applicable: distribution, access, retrieval, and use. Who can access which documents? Can people find what they need quickly? Auditors often spot issues here, when employees struggle to locate the latest procedure. Storage and preservation documents and records must remain legible and intact. Example: avoid storing paper records in damp areas. Digitize if possible. Control of changes. Use revision numbers, version histories, or change logs to track updates. Everyone should know which version is current. Retention and disposition. Define how long you'll keep records. For instance, monitoring data retained for 5 years. and how you'll dispose of them securely afterward. External documents. Don't forget documents of external origin: legal registers, supplier MSDS, government permits, ISO standards, or client specifications. These too must be identified and controlled, so you're always using the right issue. Finally, ISO 14001 reminds us that documented information retained as evidence of conformity, like records, must be protected from unintended alterations. So once a record is created, say, a training attendance sheet or calibration certificate, it must not be editable. Use PDF locks or restricted permissions to maintain authenticity and traceability. Example: an environmental monitoring report saved as a PDF with digital signatures ensures no unauthorized edits after approval. So let's recap the key points from Clause 7.5. Keep the documented information ISO 14001 requires and what you find essential. Create and update documents carefully. Identify, format, and approve them. Control your documentation. Make sure it's available, protected, and version controlled. Manage external documents and keep your records safe as evidence. If your documentation process is clean and controlled, your EMS will run like a well-oiled machine. Consistent, reliable, and audit-ready. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you understand Clause 7.5, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your fellow auditors and EHS professionals. Visit our website for ISO 14001 auditor training resources and practical tools to strengthen your management system. Until next time, stay compliant, stay environmentally responsible, and keep learning.